Hello techies, welcome to my channel Tech with Johnny. Today I'm just trying to show you that how we can create a Spring Boot project and how to change the server port, default server port using application properties, and we can test that in Postman, that endpoint. That also you can see how we can access it through the Postman for the testing, and we can see how the dev tools will be working on. Yeah, so let's get started. So to create a Spring Boot project, you always go with the Spring IO initializer, where you can create a project. It's a simple project, so come drawing. Drawing dot sample. I'll keep sample demo, right? I'll keep it this one as first app. So this is our first app, right? Let me keep it as Java version is right. The dependencies, when you talk about the dependencies, so this is something like we are building our project using maven project. Since you selected a maven here, so you have to choose what dependencies you should be using in your project. In that case, whatever you added over here, those will be added to your format XML. In order to run the main Spring Boot project, you always need to have Spring Web. So you can see Spring Web include RESTful application using Spring MVC, uses Apache Tomcat as the default embedded container. Okay, so I should have it. And also, when I started my video, I told you that we are gonna use our DevTools project, right? As a DevTools dependency. So I'll add this DevTools also. I'll tell you what DevTools are. Yeah, that is, it's pretty simple. This is all about the creation of project, Spring Boot project. I click on this generate. The moment you generate, you see the first app chip folder is created. We open it. If it is chip, right, you should be opening this archive utility. Maybe in Windows system it could be like extract chip, right? So this is, we got this project. Then let me import it into like new import as maven, existing maven projects. Next, select the project path. My project is under downloads, and this is my first app project. So the format XML is got selected. Then finish it up. You could see it was still loading here. The building process is going on for the Spring Boot. The moment the first step is done, you could see these tags like boot and DevTools. So these two, Spring Boot and DevTools, we are using. So that's all. Like, we can start our project. This is pretty simple. You have multiple options to run, like one is a Spring Boot app, Java application in container, and on server. So we literally, since we are using Spring Boot application, we have a default container called Tomcat. You don't need to run it as on server, and you don't need this application in container. So you can run this Spring Boot app with Java application or else like Spring Boot app. So I prefer to run this on Spring Boot app because you'll get the colorful console or like this. The moment you start the project, you see this, the default port is 8080. This is pretty important question for the interview perspective. So where do you change the default port? So it's pretty simple. Like under the sources, you have resources, you have application properties. If you want to change that port, like server dot port equals to 9001, that's it. That's pretty simple, right? So indentation might be, I don't know. So you can see that the moment I start changing this port number 9001, it's keep rolling the console here. So this because of DevTools. So whatever the changes you do, okay, so the DevTools will take care and it will always try to restart the default content, not only default content, whatever content you're using. Okay, let me take you to the pom.xml. So if you open the pom.xml, you see this is the artifact and version. Hope you are familiar with the maven projects. So I told you that there are SpringBoot, DevTools, starter test. So the moment you add a SpringBoot web, this SpringBoot web is going to add a starter test also. In Spring, all the dependencies called as a starters. So the starter web, if it is not there, then you will not able to use the default container, Tomcat container. And the dev tools is something like it would always refresh the things, whatever you do changes. Okay, this is all about this. And let me quickly create a package. Boom, boom. Where is the package? Yeah, package. First tab, and let me name it as controller. Okay, so under this controller package, I'm creating a Java class. Since I have very minimal time, I'm just rushing out. So test controller, name as test controller. So as simple as it is, you see that it's keep rolling because of doubt also. Never mind. So you need to have REST controller annotation to be annotated on the top level. And let me write public string say hi. Sorry, say hi. I'll keep this. Keep this and return hi from first app. That's cool, right? But this is for identifying that Spring Boot app. This is a controller, and you need to identify the endpoint for this to return from this Spring Boot app. So I'll talk about this get mapping and post mapping, but now you just keep with this. Remember, like slash context path, just hi, right? So this was like it restarted already. It's kept ready for 2 access. So let me access this one using Postman. Here you go. Hi from first app. It's pretty cool, right? You already accessed this hi. In my next tutorial, I'm gonna explain you this. What is this annotation and what are the other annotations available for the context path definitions, and I will explain this. What is the Spring Boot application does, and we'll keep customize our this app. We'll take this app till deploying into AWS. Okay, and I'll tell you that how we can change the customers app and how this app is going to connect with the NoSQL databases or else like Elasticsearch like in AWS service, and all this stuff I'm gonna implement using this first app. Stay tuned with my channel. If you like, please subscribe. Thank you.